So what's about to come might shock you, because the price of Bitcoin, after breaking out from this falling wedge pattern, after breaking out from this bump and run reversal pattern, descending broadening wedge pattern, and even this 1 2 3 reversal pattern, now we are being flashed with some weakness, which also indicates that the price in the medium short term or for the coming days might get attracted to the downside to test the previous temporary resistance line before deciding the trend duration. Yes guys, if you look at this falling wedge pattern, after breaking the upper trend line, the price of Bitcoin did start showing bullishness. But what happened when we failed to find proper support of 28,000? The price of Bitcoin started reversing. And right now, if we look at this example, if we look in our case, you can see very clearly guys, even in this example, after breaking out of this upper trend line, the price did show weakness, got attracted to the downside first before continuing this uptrend. So this is something what we are also expecting to happen in our case. Price getting attracted here to the downside, testing the previous temporary resistance line, and then slowly start with an actual impulsiveness. And the reason why we are expecting the price of Bitcoin after this retest to be bullish, because we know parallelly even this bump and run reversal pattern is pointing us that exact scenario. I mean, price has already broken out of this falling trend line, which was the bearish trend, right? And now this will be looked as a run phase where the price will start forming higher highs, higher lows continuation pattern type of formation. So in the medium short term, if we look at this carefully, even after this bullish breakout, you can see even after this bullish breakout, what did the price did? The price came back to test the previous temporary resistance line, this bearish trend line. So in our case, this bearish trend line might get retested, right? And only after that the price will start with this actual impulsiveness. So please guys, please be careful and do not panic. Even if the price in the medium short term gets attracted here to the downside, gets attracted towards this falling trend line before it decides the actual trend direction, because we know not just only the bump and run reversal, not just only the falling wedge, even this descending broadening wedge scenario is playing out perfectly, which clearly indicates us, even if we do see any sort of a weakness, that will be looked as a temporary pullback before starting with an actual impulsiveness here like this. I mean, the price of Bitcoin, if it does show further weakness, if it does get attracted towards this upper trend line, which previously acted as a line of resistance, that will be looked as a temporary retracement, and we are expecting the price of Bitcoin after that to start with this impulsiveness, because we know once we test this key line of support and start with this actual impulsiveness, then I think the 28,000 resistance won't be looked as a resistance. It will be easily broken, and price after that will clearly head towards this 30,000 to 33,000 range, between that range, before looking for another opportunity, because we know parallelly this pullback here, what we are witnessing after getting rejection around this 28,000, is nothing, because we are still forming this bullish continuation pattern known as 1 2 3 reversal pattern. Yes guys, these are some bullish scenario which is still playing out, even if the price in the medium short term shows weakness, shows retracement towards this key line before deciding the trend duration. And right now, not just only that, even if you look at this Williams alligator indicator, including this RSI, MACD and T3CCI, we know in the past price action, whenever we have seen the confirmation from all of this indicator, what has happened in the past price action? I mean, whenever we have seen MACD forming a bullish MACD cross, appearing above this horizontal trend line, RSI line over 50 level, T3CCI indicator in a positive territory, what has happened after that? After that, in most of the cases, this Williams alligator indicator has turned bullish and resulted in some very, very impulsive movement. What I mean by that, you can see very clearly guys. RSI line started jumping above 50. MACD was bullish. MACD also came across this horizontal trend line. At the same time, T3CCI indicator started appearing in a positive territory. After that, we had this bullish crossover, which led to a very nice impulsive movement. This exact scenario has happened again and again when we got the confirmation from all of these indicators. So what I'm trying to pinpoint here is that in our case right now, MACD has already turned bullish, right? So if it's going to be another continuation just like this, then we are prepared, guys. This retracement will find support around this Williams alligator indicator, the top, central or the bottom line. These lines will be looked as a line of support. So that's why these indicators here to the downside has already confirmed it. So any sort of a retracement in the medium short term will be looked as a temporary retracement before we start with this new impulsive movement. And now again, coming back to this ascending channel, as you can see, nothing much has changed. This relief rally might be a temporary rally, right? Because this center line, if you look at this ascending channel, the center line has also played an important role, and this is exactly where we are finding ourselves right now. That means the center line will be looked as a line of resistance around 27,700. So any sort of a retracement here to the downside, this will be looked as a pull back to test the support from this ascending channel, the lower trend line, which in the past price action resulted in some very bullish moves. So even if the price in the medium short term, as you can see, shows weakness, does get attracted here to the downside, then we could be coming back to fill this VCPR. So this is not a CPR, since the price is choosing a trend direction without touching any of the CPR line. It makes it a VCPR. So if we do see a reversal to the downside, if we do see a reversal like this, price coming back to test the October CPR line, and then we are expecting the price of Bitcoin after that to be bullish like this. So any sort of a retracement to the downside, as long as the price remains over 26,000, there is no need to worry, guys, because finding support above the CPR line, the VCPR line, usually indicates the upcoming month is going to be bullish. And now, what in case if the price fails to break the 28,000 and also fails to hold the support around 26,000? In that case, we should monitor this 200 weekly moving average. Yes, I have talked about this plenty of time in my video. So right now, this red line, the 200 weekly moving average, is going to be looked as a line of resistance, because this is exactly where we came, this is exactly where we got rejected. And we know along with this 200 weekly moving average, we also have a resistance from this 30-week moving average. Yes, guys, along with the 200 weekly moving average, even this 30-week moving average is the line of resistance which you have to overcome, and that is also sitting around 28,000 range. Yes, guys, this 28,000 right now will be looked as a psychological resistance level, but failing to find support of that could lead to another bearish continuation like this, because according to the Elliott wave theory, you can see we have completed the motive numbered phase 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and now we could be finding ourselves in this corrective ladder phase. In our case, the price of Bitcoin also showed a rally from this top till the bottom line. If you look at the rally, this rally got attracted towards the 0.5 Fibonacci line, and getting rejection on the 0.5 Fibonacci line, definitely a sign, because we know getting rejection after this kind of relief rally around the 0.5 usually indicates dead cat bounce trading pattern with 50% retracement before continuing this downtrend. So to avoid this scenario, as you can see, the price must remain over 26,000 and also break the resistance which you have around 28,000 range. So please, guys, please do not overleverage yourself right now, because we are expecting the market to be very volatile in the upcoming days. So these were some of the quick updates that I wanted to share with you in this video. If you enjoyed my work, then please, guys, do not hesitate to destroy that like button, and to those individuals watching this for the first time, please hit the subscribe button and the bell. So by saying this, I'm signing out. My name is Anup. Bye bye.